guys, finale time. So we are going to be doing at the end of this video, after this episode, we're going to be doing like a little post-season wrap-up like we did at the end of season 1. So make sure you stick around for that. Head over to Patreon if you want to see the full-length, uncut, early access versions of these videos way before YouTube sees them. Let's get it.
Log date 715. I can't believe I just did that. I disobeyed my orders and went against Yellow Diamond.
That was such a cool moment though for her, wasn't it?
I never want to think about
it. Was massive for her. Really was.
Clod! I want to start calling everyone a clod now.
Yellow Diamond, a clod.
Clod.
I called Yellow Diamond a clod. Right to her face.
Paradox, are you gonna be okay?
No.
It's all gonna work out. You're with us now.
You
Girl's
don't
right in the
understand.
middle of a
I'm protecting a planet
mental
I was once
crisis
trying
right
to
now.
destroy. A rebel.
A traitorous clod!
Well, that
I like
recorder
her
seems to
dynamic though. I'm excited to see how that's gonna play out.
Yeah.
Return madness to its source.
Are you sure you don't want it?
Let's calm down.
Okay, so am I gonna have to wear a star? Where am I gonna put the star? The Steven has given me this.
The
Earth
Steven.
mission to replace
I love
my
that, that's
community
brilliant.
log. He also said he wanted me to stop calling him the Steven.
It's just Steven.
I said I'd call him whatever I want. He told me that was rude. I guess I'll call him Steven.
It's amazing how much her character's changed.
I know. Oh, it was just that moment of, you know, the way that she stood up to Yellow Diamond was just actually nuts.
Huge Devel right there.
Even I found Yellow Diamond a bit intimidating. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, God, she was insane. I imagine the rest of them are equally as, if not more.
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
Paradox, you can't just shove someone off of a roof.
Why not?
He isn't like us. He's fragile and soft.
Hey, it's not like a six-pack is gonna save you from that height.
You could have seriously hurt him.
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
You have to excuse Paradox. She's far from her homeworld, and she still has a lot to learn about our planet.
No, I don't.
Look at Greg, he's like this.
In conclusion, not
He's too
all of
pure
the
for this
organic
wild man,
beings here
Greg.
Can fly. The permafusion garnet is the worst. Today I was assigned a cleaning duty.
Oh, God.
Like I'm the pearl. These clumps don't know how lucky they are to have me. Although while
Oh.
I did happen upon a container containing many shirts.
Oh.
Appearance modifiers that aren't melded to your body.
Nice shorts.
We're really getting it like a look into her mind right now, aren't we?
It's
Happy
interesting.
1 month anniversary. I don't know what it is about flames, but they just make everything cooler.
Why are you giving me these?
He ain't wrong.
Because I want you to feel nice.
As if I'd stoop so low as to tie your earth trash to
Just
my
getting straight
body.
on them.
Leave me.
Yeah,
Go,
she'll
go,
like
go,
him.
Go.
Yep.
And wow, thanks.
Curiosity is their biggest weakness.
Yeah.
Why, yes, Pearl. They even function in reverse.
Go on it, right?
Oh.
The chicken wanted to get to the other side of the road. What's chicken? It seems the young ones are constantly filling the voids of their life with meaningless distractions.
On the last episode of Camp Pining Hearts.
Oh my God, what is
Care that
this?
You're on the yellow team, Percy.
That's
Are they attempting fusion?
No, well, my dad told me during certain stages
Oh.
of your life.
How could anyone indulge in this? I'll have no part of it.
I'll have no
Of
problem.
Camp Pining Hearts. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
You've been here for a few days.
Do you think it's just
Is
the
everything
same
okay?
scene?
Yep.
I've just been watching your previously recorded entertainment.
Look at her eyes. They're
Same
like this.
episode from 3 days ago?
There's more than one. Somehow the rejects at Camp Claude failed to recognize the superior
what?
pair that is Pierre and Percy. Paulette.
This is me breaking down anime characters on.
Yeah, this is yeah. This is 414 right now.
Pierre laid waste to the three
Start calling
races.
people clods.
Pierre and Percy were the strongest battle formation.
Got all this from one episode?
Dude, you should totally make a Steven Universe video one day.
Oh mate, I'd be down.
Allow me to
I would be
explain.
down.
Well,
The crazy lore. I don't know, she kind of reminds me of like a pet or something. Like,
Yeah.
though I have a few complaints on the work ethic of.
Amethyst, really. This is no time to be fooling around.
I'm just trying to lion the mood.
Oh.
The mood.
It's the repeat. It was the repeat.
Yeah.
Shifting like this?
You mean to be really cool?
Pretty much. But it's such a significant use of energy compared to the output.
I've been practicing my periphrasing.
Ah.
Ah.
But it's hard
hard to beat the original.
I'm a chicken. Yes, well, at least she isn't
funny.
flying around anymore.
Hey.
Amethyst's company is entertaining as well, but the fused one eludes me.
For now, we just have to pick it up and put it on top.
That's what she
No
said.
sweat. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Oh, let's
But
go.
we might want to be a bit more careful.
Shall we?
Oh.
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 Yo, it's been a while.
It has.
All right, I'm at my limit.
Evening, Peridot.
Explain this to me.
I'm at my
Why
limit.
At least make sense of your existence if it's for a functional purpose. You're not using your combined size and strength to do anything.
Man.
I'm doing
Who's she going to fuse with first?
What's that?
stargazing.
You can do that alone.
Who do you
That's going to
think?
be well interesting, that.
If at all, though, I don't know if she would.
I reckon it's in the card, you know.
You can see Homeworld's galaxy from here.
Curiosity is our biggest
We're
weakness.
very different. If you really want to understand fusion, I can help you. Let's fuse.
Oh, my stars!
Yo.
Oh!
I get it. You're not ready. That's fair.
No! No. Just,
What?
just give me a sec.
Do you reckon we see it today?
Mate, huge if true. Oh, they might even tease it, you know. Like they do it and we never see it.
Oh, dude, that'd be so cruel.
Because you made an effort to understand me.
That's
I
true.
still don't understand you. Why are you fused all the time?
I'm Percy and Pierre.
Oh, that's a wicked way.
Okay, I have attempted a fusion with the fusion garnet. I had hoped to gain a better understanding of fusion.
Wow, that's
Instead, I
huge
gained
though.
A better understanding of garnet.
Wait, keep on a moment. Stephen, you probably shouldn't have listened to Peridot.
Oh, she
But I know
knew.
your curiosity comes from a place of caring.
Here, Peridot, take this back.
Wow, thanks.
Garnet's too OP, man.
So that was the finale of season 1. A very odd finale, that one. It didn't actually, like, last time it felt very much like one, but this one still feels like it's in transition, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's there's a lot more to come there, but I think that was a massive episode in terms of, like, you know, Peridot becoming more and more accustomed to how things work on Earth with the crystal gems, because Garnet seemed to be the biggest hurdle for there because she couldn't understand the fusion thing. And mate, that was huge, wasn't it? That was huge.
Yeah, I think so. And just even in that one episode, we're seeing so much, like, development in Peridot. And it's just really cool because I can actually see her becoming a full gem. And I actually think she will. Do you think that she will become one of them, or do you not think so?
I think so. Yeah, like, or at least partially. Like, she'll be around and she'll be there when needed, so to speak. Like, I think she's got a really cool dynamic and something she can bring, but I don't know what her outcome is. You know, once she's understood how things work, once she's gotten over, because the main intrigue and interest with her at the moment is her learning this, you know, going against the rules, you know, being a bit more laid back, how the Earth works, what these things are. I don't know what her outcome is and how she'll be like as a character when that element is gone.
Cool. So let's discuss this season in general. So we've had some really, really big moments in this season. So we should probably start by talking about what we think our favorite episode has been.
Season 2, man, I was trying to think about this, like, before, and I struggle with this one, like, because I think the Peridot evolution as a whole has been massive, but like the episode where we learned more about Ruby and Sapphire, like how that fusion came to be, and we obviously learned more about, like, the Diamond, all in that one episode.
No, we met Blue Diamond in that episode as well. And yeah, so I would say there's 2 episodes for me that really stand out this season. And obviously it's a different season because it's almost been like half the length as well. But it's been a different kind of season because it feels a lot more streamlined. Before we had so many more episodic ones. And some of those episodes were great, you know, like back in the day we had like the Frybo episode and, you know, those kind of like Ronaldo episodes and stuff like that. But this one, it feels like every episode has just been a continual part of the story, which I kind of enjoy. I think you enjoy it like that way as well. Another episode that I would say as well is I really thought the Connie and Pearl sword fighting episode was one of the best as well.
Yeah, that was a massive one, and like the other episode I was with as well does tie into Connie again. She's I feel like we saw her a lot more at the first part of this season than towards the end, but she was there in some really, really interesting moments. I think an episode that really took me and you back was Steven's birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, like such a massive episode again for their connection, but it was the first time we as viewers watching in had thought like, wait, yeah, how does Steven age? How is this going to affect things going forward? I think it's one of those first kind of times where we see like, all right, there's going to be things that Steven's not going to be able to, you know, experience fully as a human. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think, I mean, in my opinion, Connie's been my favorite character for a while now, but I generally think that she might have been the MVP of the arc because, I mean, of the season, just because, like, the episode of the hospital as well, when, you know, just the way that she changed, she finally came out to her mother as well, was kind of like, look, I don't even need these glasses anymore. You got to start treating me like that. Ended up fighting for Steven, learn how to sword fight, really embrace the gems as well. And I really feel it's like kind of like Greg is kind of like a secondary member now of the gems as well. But also has kind of like helped Steven to kind of accept things like, because you mentioned the birthday episode, which is really important because Steven was trying to force himself to be older, and she kind of just said like, I'm here for you. Even when he was a baby in the back of the car, she was still there, like ride or die. So I think, yeah, I think Connie's been big, but I also feel like Peridot has probably been one of the, probably the biggest, like obviously Peridot's been in the series since season 1, but like this has been like, I feel like this has been the Peridot season almost.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like that for that, like she was probably my favorite character of season 2. It was just kind of like see who she really was, you know, like to see the curious side to her, to see like, like you said, she's like a little pet, isn't she? She's getting like, she's like, it's just something you almost struggle to describe her because of just who or like what she is at this moment. But like I found like I just enjoyed watching her, if that makes sense.
I think we got some cool theories as well, because obviously the great thing about the season is it didn't kind of like finish on a cliffhanger. I mean, we know that there's loads of seasons left, but they set up a load, especially in the not the last episode, but the last 2, especially when we made contact with Yellow Diamond. So we should probably talk about theories, because you gotta remember, like, Lapis is still unaccounted for, so is Jasper as well. So what do we think happens now? Like, what do we think the next season is going to be based around? Because now obviously they've made it aware that they are, you know, planet Earth is like teeming with life and everything, and they know about the cluster. Do we think that Yellow Diamond makes a move on the Earth now?
I think the cluster plays main focus, particularly early doors next season, but I think we'll stop that, and that will obviously gain the attention of Yellow Diamond, and then we'll start to see that situation moving forward. Interesting with Lapis, I think that one's going to be a situation where it's in the back of your mind for ages, because it wasn't until you mentioned it I was like, of course, yeah, there was that whole situation as well. So I think that's going to be like in the back of your mind. We'll probably, you know, semi-resolve this situation we've got going on, and then that will be a big thing, and we'll be like, oh my god, yeah, that's the thing. So it's really interesting. I think there's so much more in terms of like Steven's development as well. I think we're going to see something.
Well, this season's been huge. I mean, like, we've seen Steven, you know, like the way he's been using his shield, like big time, like he's been fighting, getting really involved. He kind of, I don't know about you, but when we see him, I don't feel like Steven is being carried like he used to back in the day. I feel like he's generally, like, a lot of time he's got them out of trouble and like done some really big parts. So it's kind of nice. I'm hoping that season 3 we just really just see them just as a team now. It's not, because season 1 was very much about understanding the world, what's happening, and developing Steven. But now he's just, I feel like he's just like, especially him and Connie, like they're just a team now.
Yeah, they've got something really special. We only saw like a short glimpse of it in that hospital episode, didn't we? But there was like that team up there already of her like jumping off the shield, like he's defense, she's sword. And I think it's really exciting to see where it's going. But like I totally agree. Like Steven, his progression, the amount of time we saw him in action, we were like, mate, Steven's really pulling through. It's because we think back, like way back to those early episodes, like when he was brought along with like the cheeseburger backpack, and it was like, you know, he was still being carried. Yeah. But like, man, it's exciting. It's really, really exciting. And I think they've done such a good job of, like, we say this all the time, but like, there's still so many questions left unanswered, and I'm sure that they're going to keep creating more as it goes along. And it seems like you can overdo that to a certain extent, but they connect it all so well that it doesn't seem like, oh, they're doing too much here. It's just all done with so much intrigue for I want more.
I also feel like the introduction of this change in Peridot was so vital, because it came right at the moment when Garnet and Pearl decided to try again, and I feel like this took that place. So they had to get their houses in a row before, because I mean, imagine Peridot came into a situation where Garnet and Pearl weren't talking like they were. It'd have been a nightmare, and this would never have happened as well. And like, I think one thing that we've always noticed is Garnet's development has been so crazy. Like, she just feels so much more warmer, and I feel like I don't know if I'm right in this, but I feel a part of it is the fact that she is a permanent fusion, being just out in the open now with Steve and everything like that, has just kind of freed her to just be herself now, because sometimes she would be kind of cold or tough or whatever, but now I just feel like she's just so much more like loving and open, and like she embraces the fact that she is this permafusion, where I don't really think she had that before the end of season 1, especially when she had that fight and she was singing, you know, was it Stronger Than You, kind of really embracing everything like that. So I feel like that kind of group of them all being so tight now, because obviously Amethyst had her problems with Pearl as well, the whole kindergarten thing came out, now we're all like in a really strong position, so Peridot can kind of learn in the best possible environment.
Yeah, 100% agree with you there. And I think like that was one of the beauties of season 2, particularly like before Peridot came to be like part of the group. It really did hone in on like all of like the things that were going on mentally with these characters. Obviously we had Pearl and her attachment with Rose, like you said, Amethyst in kindergarten, and Garnet with her permafusion. I feel like that we got a lot of that, and I think like now you say it, yeah, we definitely needed to go through that to get together before we eventually got Peridot join the group. I think Peridot like brought so much more than just a new character. I feel like through her we learned so much about like gem culture outside of Earth.
Oh dude, learning about what a pearl is, you know, typically, you know, like they're kind of like the slave gem, you know, and like saying Amethyst, you know, you're above these guys, like, you know, you outrank them. That is so true. Yeah,
it was amazing. She just brought so much, and it like it's amazing, like just like the turn in it as well, because that's all she's known, because we don't know how long she's been around for, because they're thousands and thousands of years old. So to go through, this is what I've known for so long, and then to like change, and I think we saw that beautifully in that last episode, the way she was having that like kind of mini freak out there. But I think having like the level-headedness of those guys around her was key to her being grounded and like, yes, this is how it is here, but we'll guide you through that.
So guys, there you have it, season 2. Let us know down in the comments below who's been your favorite character of the season, what was your favorite episode of the season, and who do you think has been the MVP of this season. I think we probably would say it's Peridot. At least had the biggest impact on the series this season anyway. Let us know your thoughts down there, and how excited should we be for season 3? Let us know, how do you compare it to season 2 and 1? Is it better? Is it worse? Let us know. We can't wait to find out. But yeah, if you could hit the like button, it helps support this series. Thank you for all of the support on it, and yeah, we'll see you in the next episode where we'll begin season 3. Peace.